One down, one to go, folks. Which does beg the question, why did we see only 2 skill trees this match, Clay? 3 ago felt like a perfect go-to with each release, but hey, it's your game, I suppose. Even if I am a bit salty about missing out on Walters and Winona's this time around. Still, an unexpected Wigfrid update will do, and I do commend you for really having fun with this one, especially with them unique unlock mechanics there, but I do have a problem. Once we do these tasks once, we never have to do them again. Now that's tolerable with the insight points, but these, it's debatable. But I digress. So let us talk to Battle Spear Blessings. Wigfrid gains inspiration through damage dealt essentially, with tougher foes granting more. So to make what these skills do simpler, here's the default inspiration gains with a Battle Spear. Here they are with at least one of the boosting skills active, which already shows slight but worthy improvement. And lastly, here's how all of our spears will fare with that full tree unlocked. Something you're gonna want to do for far more than inspiration gains, mind. For you see, the Lightning Spear waits for thee. It's an upgraded battle spear that won't come cheap, but it's pretty damn good all things considered. In normal hands, we can expect 59 to 89 damage depending on the wetness of the world, with Wigfrid's upping that to a potential 110 plus overall. And again, it's a battle spear, so expect the blessing skills to actually be in play here as well. But in all honesty, that shouldn't be the focus, as its bonus skills are the far bigger players. Every 5 seconds or so, we will have the chance to do a special attack that lunges us forward, resulting in additional damage and an opportunity to actually avoid incoming hits. Think outside the box, however, and notice how this lunge doesn't consume durability as well, and you can use it to slash the unslashable or even jump gaps. Heck, it even has a built-in indicator to warn you of a potential misfire as well. Slight issue with the thing though, the cooldown occurs every single time we equip it, and that's annoying. But to wrap up the thing regardless comes our ability to charge it further with restrained static obtained via Moonstorm events that will give them all 20 plus more planar damage, sure, but also provides a respectable 20% increase to our speeds. But from offense to defense comes the hard helm skills that I thought were broken the other day, but nope, they're just sneakier than their descriptions imply. They don't suddenly offer more protection, nor will their durability simply increase in number, but as you can see from the progression here, they are lasting longer per hit the more you invest into the tree. From left to right, we go from our default battle helms to our skilled upgrades, and it's pretty significant once it's all said and done. But will we be using battle helms from here on out now that the commander's helm is a thing? Probably, because these guys do not come as cheap as you can see. Hell, they're essentially locked to winner. Still, they are tempting, as we get 525 durability to work with, knockback resistance built in, which I imagine will be far more important soon enough, playing our defense capabilities that save just a wee bit more health now and then, and even the ability to heal the damn things over time just as long as we maintain full health, as you can see. But you decide. But before we get to the truly fun addition to our kits, a bit of an additional planar defense side note here. Mystic Resilience gives Wigfrid herself a built-in 5 planar defense, meaning that a Wigfrid with literally no armor can now negate 5 planar attack damage from any pesky planar mob that happens to be out there nowadays. Now it's not much in some cases, but in others, she can survive many more hits to the noggin, so once you do put it all together with her new commander's helm, you'll be a pretty respectable planar tank. Oh, but if we're talking tanking, Wigfrid's battle run is the way to go for it seems. It is a laughably simple craft that I imagine will change before the full release, as being able to hold a shield that provides 85% protection, offers 420 durability, can bash enemies for 63.8 damage a hit, and can fully block incoming physical damage every 5 seconds if perfectly parried for some gold and some fur is nuts. Now whether you fully face tank with it is up to you, because you'll be wasting durability on 2 fronts there, but know that by default, you only have a window of about 2 seconds before your blocking drops. Invest in the tree further, however, and that perfect blocking timer will roughly double, and once the skill isn't broken, we will also have the option to deal 10 more damage on our next hit following a perfect block. And that sounds nice. It's gonna be cool to switch back and forth. But the problem is, the shield has the very same cooldown issues as the spears as before. So yeah, get rid of that, Clay. But do keep up the unique unlock mechanics, as I like the idea of them. Even if some are as simple as blowing a beefalo horn for the ability to craft an entirely new battle song called Warrior's Reprise for next to nothing, leading to the ability to instantly revive the entire party at the cost of 50 inspiration. Just mind the 6-minute cooldown per song at the end of the day. To continue though, having all but one of your battle songs within your inventory at any time will unlock the battle call canister skill there that grants us access to the battle call canister itself and its hefty craft that will allow for us to store and carry up to 8 songs within it. Furthermore, we can also sing from these contained songs as well. And lastly, spamming single-use songs at least 10 times unlocks the fighting word skill that stops all single-use songs from costing inspiration and instead gives them all a 30-second cooldown. Enjoy. As now comes the hotly debated tree that many are not enjoying the sound of at all. The Riding Branch. Skill 1 makes all beefaloes domesticate 15% faster than normal, and sure enough, it's true. Here's the default domestication following a brush and a ride versus the same, but with the skill active. Next up is one that increases ride time, so I don't really believe any gameplay is needed to understand that one. Skill 3 gives all beefalo types 10 extra damage per hit essentially, but that only works for mobs without any planar defense mind. And finally, there's an entire skill dedicated to an entirely new battle saddle there that is arguably worse than every other saddle in the game. Yes, it provides a 40% damage reduction to your beefaloes, which is nice, but speed and damage just make up for that anyways in my opinion. But hey, at least beefaloes have a new riding song with Wigfrids now, so give it a listen. But to wrap it all up comes the Affinities, of course. Dark Lament is rather cheap, honestly, with Enlightened Lullaby closely following suit, yet both have the very same issue. They are the first Affinities that really are locked behind endgame nonsense, which just doesn't feel right against all the other Affinities we've seen so far. But I digress. Want to deal more but take less damage against Lunar and Shadowline mobs, while also giving these very benefits to the entire team as well? Sing away. And there you have it, everyone. Skill tree breakdown 2 of 2 for Don't Starve Together's newest beta. Now, changes are already rolling out for the likes of Willow, so I would expect the very same for Wigfrid in the coming days, folks. But thanks for watching. Well wishes to all. Best work on your battle cry in the meantime, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.